Okay, this is the second video, Charisma. Actually, I'm going to do one more. I decided with just piano sound because I wanted to show you another build aspect. So I was kind of playing all down here, even when I was rocking things, all down here. The other way that you can classically build on a piano sound is to move it up. Since you have, especially with a lot of repeats, and you'll hear me do that at church, you know, where I was going to start here and then we kind of move up. So that's the other option is and it wouldn't have to be the exact same things. A lot of times when the keyboard players move it up, they actually pick a chord or like a little few notes that they'll play with the right hand. Or something like that where the left hand does more octaves. So let me know too if you want to have any high stuff in there. All right, now let me show you different sounds here. Okay, so we're gonna go back here. Now to build, the other option is once you want to start building in, we could have different tracks played on the keyboard because I think with the recording I could do it a few different times. So we could have a piano track if you want to. I know you mentioned violin, I'm going to show you that. But first, let me show you, well, let me just show you what the violin sounds like. Okay, so I press strings. We've got, all right, our violin solo instrument here. Okay, violin solo on the keyboard doesn't quite sound like a violin. So let me know too if you were thinking of a friend or something that plays a violin, because that would sound a lot better. But it's a little bit, all right, here's what it sounds like. Let me turn the volume down, it's a little bit loud. Okay, so that's the sound there. Here's what it sounds like lower. So we could certainly do that, but it would be a lot of violin, a very strong violin sound. Especially if we played chords, it would probably work better if you want a violin sound to actually write another melody. Like you sing one melody and the violin sort of plays a complementary melody as one of the tracks. Okay, but another option too, the third option I was thinking of for you is we could do piano if you want to. If you want a really big sound in places, then we can add something that's kind of like a pad. Now, there's a few different options. Basically on the keyboard, the ones that sound the best, there are tons of them. So you could just go to church and just start playing and find one that you like. There's this pad choir one. Or you might want to check out the strings because I know you like those. And let me show you what the strings have as an option. They've got number 78 is one that I play a lot in church. Okay, and I'm gonna take the violin off of the bottom and just put piano on the bottom. Okay, so here's what that string sound is like. So we could add in something like that on with the piano playing on another track. If you want to hear that more, the song It Is Well, I use this setting on with those videos that we're going to do for Sunday night. Okay, let me show you another one. So that's strictly the strings ensemble, number 78. And then we have this one. This is one I used on that song Heaven Song, and a lot of the songs that we did when you and I did the worship night. This is one I also use on the Stay Amazed. Here's this one. All right, I'm gonna put the phone down to show you a little bit of the left hand with this one. Okay, that's pad number 75, strings and choir. Now I'm going to just show you just the oud pad. The oud pad is one I'm using with Broken Vessels. This is basically strictly a choral pad. I'll show you those same notes. You could also mix that if you wanted to do something like a choral plus, let's say on the bottom you wanted the strings. So I'll put that string setting on. I just have to change the volume. Okay, so here's a mixture of the two, the oud pad and the strings. And here's what it sounds like up high. Show you just simply a different kind of pad as well. We're going to go back up top here. Some of the pads, a lot of the pads, unfortunately, on this kind of don't work because they have a really strange sounds that start happening when you hold the pedal down. So this is one that doesn't do that. All right. Let me take this string setting off. All right, so this is just going to be only this new warm pad number 12. Here's this. It's a little bit of a softer sound. It's more of an ambient sound. Doesn't have a string in it. So again, there's a lot of other pads and things. You can just check that out and try it out. But basically the question is, you know, on top of a keyboard or like a piano sound, do you want something like that? Do you want some sort of pad added in as a second track on certain parts of the song? The only thing, as I would say, is once you start to bring it into your song, I wouldn't take it out until the end because it's going to sound weird to have it come in and out. You can make it louder and softer at different parts. You can play it up high, low. But it would be weird, probably wouldn't sound too good to have it come in and out once you put it into the song. Like you could have it come in for the second time through or the third time through. And then the other option, you know, I know you mentioned violin. If you're not planning to get a violin player to play and you still really want violin, then we would just play it on the keyboard and would need to think of like a melody that we would want and where we would want to put that. One option you could do is, you know, pick a pad on the bottom and then have your violin on the top playing some sort of, you know, a little bit of a melody. So yeah, just some ideas, and let me know what you think after you see this, because how you know, the selections that you make with the sound are going to affect the kind of notes and, you know, how I would essentially write this. Because I basically have to write the song. Even though I have your chords, what I do here, I kind of have to make it all up. So I want to find something that you like. Thanks so much, Charisma.